All right, number 1. I'm going to be able to do number 1 through number 5 on the board. Okay? My number 1 may not match your number 1, but it is one that's up here. If you want to switch to this practice test, you always can. Again, you're only required to turn in 1 practice test. Okay? But it has to be all done and all done correctly. The first number 1 says, it gives you this graph. Right? And then it says, shift the graph, shift down 4 and left 3. Okay? So you're going to go down and left. And so you're going to take this point and you're going to move it to that point. That's really all you're doing. Down. And left. And then you're going to redraw it. It's the same graph. It didn't change. Okay? I'm not trying to, I'm not changing anything. It's like the same graph, just moved. Down 4 and left, down 4 and left 3. Okay? And then you have number 2, 3, 4, and 5. And these are called parent functions. But before I move on, is there questions on moving it? I'm seeing a couple eyes going, what's going on? Are we good? Thumbs up if we're good. Thumbs sideways. Guys, I can't do it. Okay, kind of. I can't do it if I can't see your thumbs. I don't care where they are, but show me somewhere so I know that we're good or we're not good. Okay? All right. So for those of you that aren't good, because there's a couple that aren't quite good yet, okay? All I'm doing is I'm taking whatever graph they give me, and I'm just going to move it wherever they tell me. Down 4, right 3. That's it. That's all I'm doing. So if this graph, if it looked like this, right? Down 4 and right 3, or left 3 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? And I would take this point and put it right there. And so it would be going up and it would be going down. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm taking this graph, moving it down 4 and right 3. That's it. Does that make sense now? Yeah. We better back there? Good? All right. Good. That's number 1. That should be a gimme. That should be like, woohoo. Okay, I wish I had the whole test like this, right? Okay? Now, the next problem, number 2, should also be a gimme. 2, 3, 4, and 5. They are all give-me's if you understand what it's asking. This one says g of x is equal to x squared minus 5. Good. This one says I've got a graph that looks like this, right? This one says the square root. So g of x is equal to the square root of 3x plus 2. Okay? And then this one says f of x is equal to 3x minus 6. Okay? All of these go back to our parent functions. Remember those parent functions? They were like this. Boom, 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 boom. boom, 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 boom. Those were our parent functions, right? And they were what? Constant.
Linear.
Good. Linear. Quadratic. Cubic. Square root. Remember, we're not going to do quintic and quartic for a little bit, but yeah, good job. Okay? And so then, you tell me what f of x is. F of x is equal to a number, right? Or c. There's no x. F of x is equal to x. F of x is equal to x squared. F of x is equal to x cubed. F of x is equal to square root x or x to the 1/2. Either one. Right? And so you just start looking at it and you go, oh, the highest exponent is a square, which makes it a quadratic. So this is a quadratic binomial, right? Binomial, because there's two pieces. Binomial. Okay? And then I've got to give, okay, well that f of x is equal to x squared, and it looks like this. Okay? That's it. That's all you got to do, right there. This one, which one does that look like? This guy? Cubic. So that's what we say, it's a cubic. Now I can't tell you whether it's a binomial or a trinomial because I don't know how many pieces it has, right? So I move on to the next piece. F of x is equal to x cubed. And it looks like this. And what's nice is, it looks the same, right? Alright, moving on. Okay? This guy, there's a square root. Anytime you see a square root around an x, right, or a variable, you know that it's the square root. So, square root, it's not a polynomial. So you need to tell me that. Not a polynomial. Okay? It's the only one that's not a polynomial. A square root. Why? Because it doesn't have a whole number as an exponent. Okay? It's got a half. Alright? So it's not a polynomial. Okay? F of x is equal to x to the 1/2 or x square rooted. And it looks like this. Okay? Well, a little bit more like that. Okay? Good? How are we so far? Let's see thumbs before I do the last one. Come on, I gotta see everyone. Even if it's under your desk, I don't care if it's where it's at, but if I can't see it, I'm gonna have to pick on you. How are we doing back there? Avery? That's the first time you've seen the not polynomial? Alright. So the reason it's not polynomial, we talked about it that first week. Yeah. And that's why I want to do this in front of everybody, so everybody sees what I'm expecting on that test. Okay? So the only one you have to worry about saying not polynomial to is this one. Okay? Now, if I give you a list, if it has a negative exponent or something like that, it's not a polynomial, right? Because I might adjust the test so that you guys get some of those first questions that you had, right? Where you told me what kind of polynomial, quartic, quintic, stuff like that. Okay? So I kind of want to adjust the test a little bit. But so far, I think we're doing good. All right, this last one then. What's it?
Constant.
Constant. Okay? Why?
Because there's
No variable, or no exponent, right? Yes, I hear this a lot. It's not a constant. But that's exactly what a lot of students think. They think, oh, there's no exponent. But remember, there's no exponent when it's linear. When it's constant, there's no x. So write that down. I just saw a light bulb go off. That's good. That's huge, because now you understand when there's no x, there's no variable. It'll be like f of x equals 6. That's constant. Okay? Yes, exactly. He has one that says 3x minus 6 in parentheses with a 1/2 exponent. He's like, would that be a not polynomial? And I would be like, yes. So his looks like this. G of x is equal to like 3x minus 1 to the 1/2 power. That means it's a square root, which means it's not a polynomial. Very good question. This one, because it has an x, it is a linear, right? It is linear, right? And a linear what? Monomial, binomial, trinomial. How many pieces? Huh? Binomial. Good. Binomial. Okay? And then f of x would equal x. Okay? And so, what would the function look like? There. It's a line. Okay? So let's talk about the one we didn't talk about yet. We didn't talk about the constant. What would it look like? G of x is equal to 5. Notice there's no x there, right? It's just a number. This is a constant. And it would look like this. Okay? And what it would be is a constant monomial. Why a monomial? One piece. Good. One piece. Alright? How are we? Good? Better?
Can I go see you?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's pause.